What's up guys, and welcome back to On the Brick with the first Minifig showcase of 2021. I'm working with a completely brand new setup, so please do excuse any weird lighting or angles that you see as I'm still trying to figure things out. Regardless, today I have for you the Pre-Cyborg Grevious, and this comes from Big Kid Bricks, and not only that, but I actually have a small story to go with it. So let's go ahead and get a much better angle of this guy and get into that story. When I first saw this minifigure on Big Kid Bricks' website, I immediately wanted to buy it, but unfortunately it was sold out. That tends to happen with his more popular items. A short time later, I was introduced to a sort of auctioneer guy, sort of reseller. I don't really know the best way to describe them. They were on Instagram, they had a bunch of custom figures, but they had pretty set prices on them, and then some other things as well, including a box of random custom minifigures where you would pay a set price and just get one of them, well, at random. On the day that I decided to give him a look, he happened to have this figure, and when I asked for the price, he said that it was $34. Now, while that absolutely seems expensive, do keep in mind that Big Kid Bricks sells it for $35. That probably should have been my first red flag, as selling items for cheaper than you can get them for generally tends to mean something happened. Because simply put, if this particular seller had bought them at full price, selling them for $1 less is obviously losing money. But this guy also happened to have another figure from Big Kid Bricks that I wanted, which was the Kaminoan Jedi, and so I also asked how much that one was, and it was also $1 cheaper than on Big Kid Bricks' website. And this guy said that if I bought both of them, he would give me a discount, which ended up only being another $1 off. And before I go any further, I just want to say to any potential resellers, if the only discount you're willing to provide is a single $1 off, I would consider not even offering any discounts. Because when this particular guy did, I decided I didn't want to buy anymore. But despite wanting to get other items from him, because of that, I decided I just wouldn't. Also, one more thing to keep in mind is that before getting either the Kaminoan Jedi or this guy, I saw that he also had a Clone Army Customs Shadow Mandalorian and asked him if I could buy that. He said sure, threw it in there, and never gave me a price. So when he sent me the total after his stream, I realized a few things. First, he didn't even give me the $1 discount that he said he would. And second, he was charging me $29 for that Shadow Mandalorian. And when the figures finally arrived, the figures were all good, but that Shadow Mandalorian wasn't even the one from Clone Army Customs, it was a fig barf that I showed off in an earlier video. In other words, it was a $10 figure that he charged me $29 for after lying to me about what it was. And while I would absolutely love to just say that it was ignorance and that there was no malintent, everything else that happened really made me question that. Even though a $1 discount isn't much, once you say you're going to give it, you kind of have to. And if the only way he's making up lost money is by lying to people and essentially scamming them, then it's probably best just to stay away from this guy. And the only reason I'm not going to say who he is because he's actually not that big, and I don't want to send anyone his way. Instead, if you're looking to get a figure like Grievous, just spend the extra $1 and get it from Big Kid Bricks himself. This figure, like most of Big Kid Bricks' items, does come with a completely custom weapon. There's not much to say about it because you can see what it is. It's very well done, and I always enjoy getting these from him. And in typical fashion for Big Kid Bricks, there's not actually too much going on with the figure itself. The printing is pretty minimal, and like usual, it's not 360 degrees, but it is made up with the cloths and the custom parts, and still this thing just looks so cool. The tattered cloth and the rag on top really do help pull this figure together, and Big Kid Bricks even put printing underneath on the backside of the head. I would show it to you, but I really don't want to take the top off and then have this cloth get all messed up, but you can still see that that it's there. I know I spent almost no time talking about the figure itself, but I promise you it does look really good, and you pretty much saw everything that it has to offer anyway. And I think it's really awesome that someone did a Pre-Cyborg Grevious anyway. This is so cool to have. And if you want to pick it up, it is back in stock. But please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to like this video if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please don't forget that the best way to support this channel is by signing up for my Patreon, where you can join the likes of Jaden, Jonathan, JA, and the newest patron, JVP1K. Guys, you don't have to have a J name to sign up, but I do sincerely appreciate it. Also, I just want to say thank you to Nathan, Alex, Skella, Francisco, and Karen for staying patrons throughout the entire time that they could in 2020. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you guys stay through 2021. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time with a custom mock.